All right, everybody, welcome back to Correctional Officer Stories with Steve. As you can see on my right here, I've got my special guest. You guys have seen him before. We've done a video in the past.
What up, what up?
What's up? Say what's up.
What's going on? What up?
Again, thank you all my goons for rocking with me. We're going to jump into kind of lead off where we left on part one. We're going to lead into how my nephew here was shot. You were shot through in the neck and the leg, right?
One in the neck, one right here in my leg. Yep.
So let's kind of lead in. Let's talk about the day that it happened. I think it was at night, right? So give me a little bit of background on what you were doing when it led up to you getting shot.
I was chilling. I was in the apartment, and I'm not gonna lie. I had put my gun down because I had a gun on me when I got shot, actually, and I put the gun down on the counter because I was gonna smoke some drugs or whatnot. And the dude was initially looking for his girl because they had lived in the apartment where I was at, and the owner didn't want him there no more, so he left and I moved in. Well, he was looking for his girl, and he went on some rampage or whatever. He was on some kind of drugs, and he broke into the apartment. Well, when he seen that I was living there and I was with some other girl and I wasn't with his girl and his girl wasn't there, he pistol whipped my friend because my friend went to go see what was going on, because when he broke in, the window was already broken, but we heard the glass from it breaking still. So my friend went to go see what was going on. I didn't think nothing of it. I don't know, I spaced out or whatnot. And
it was at night, right? Late night?
It was like at 1 or 2 in the morning. I'll pick that up. It was like at 1 or 2 in the morning. And no, it was like at 12 or 1 in the morning, actually. And
let me just clarify something real quick, so you guys don't put a bunch of judge on my nephew here. When he says smoke drugs, he's referring to medical marijuana. He's got his card and everything. So, all right, man, go ahead.
Yeah. And I didn't think nothing of it. So when the dude got hit, I was like I froze up real quick. And when the dude pointed the gun at me, I tried to grab his wrist. I grabbed his wrist with the gun in it, and I stood up. And when I went to hit him, not remembering that he had the gun still in his hand, he shot me in my neck. And when he shot me in my neck, I fell. And when I fell, he shot me again in my leg. And then I waited, I just laid there. Just on the ground.
Kind of in shock, right? You're probably in shock a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking fuck, I just got shot. Did I really just get shot? And then I didn't feel it go in my neck because of the adrenaline, but I felt because it went in my neck and it came out of the back of my head. And I felt it in my head, so I thought he shot me in my head. I thought he really shot me in my head. But little did I know it went in my neck and came out of my head.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And you had already been hit in the leg, right?
No, I got shot in my neck first, then I got shot in my leg. So I got shot in my neck first, and then after I fell, he tried to shoot me again somewhere, but he shot me in my leg. I don't know if that's what he was aiming for. I don't know if I don't know if he just point and shot, kind of. I kind of think he just point and shot. Yeah, pretty
much. And unfortunately, the guy that my nephew was with he didn't end up making it. We didn't think my nephew was going to make it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, by the way. I forgot to say that in the intro. So after he got shot, we ended up getting a call. His mom called us. I usually get up to go to work about 5 a.m. She had called me, and then right away I didn't answer my phone. She called my wife, that's his sister and that's his auntie. And she was frantic. We had no idea. Nobody was giving us any information. All we knew was we needed to go down to the hospital and that something was seriously wrong. So when we got to the hospital, the first thing that happened was the chaplain pulled the family in, and I remember asking that chaplain, I was like, just tell us right now, is he gone or what? I was freaking out. And he didn't give us an answer, but he didn't say that he didn't make it. So we ended up, there was nobody allowed to see him. The police were involved.
Because the person who shot me was still on the run. He was still on the loose, so they didn't know who had shot me. They didn't know what was going on. So none of my family came to see me, and none of my friends even tried to show up to see me, but they couldn't anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it was an active investigation.
Yeah.
But when his mom finally got to go up there, and your Nana, I think, went up there.
Yeah.
She had sent us a picture, and from the picture, it looked like it was a wrap for him. It looked like it was over. He had all these tubes in. They were breathing for him or helping him breathe.
I had tubes in my throat, and then they had me on life support for like a day and a half, 2 days.
So we thought it was over, and then ended up, obviously he's sitting here now, so he did pull through it.
Blessed.
But it ended up fracturing your leg too, right?
Yeah, I out of the whole thing, thank the man upstairs, thank the Lord. Nothing, when he shot me in my neck, he didn't damage any arteries or whatever, but when he did, here, look, he shot me right here in my leg. It went through right here, and it came out on the other side. And when he did that, he actually fractured my tibia bone. Your tibia is your shin, I guess, or something like that. I don't really remember what the doctors were. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt like hell. And that's the only really major thing that happened. And I was getting mad that security wasn't letting nobody come in my room because I wanted to see like my uncle. I wanted to see my mom, my kids, my sons. My sons are what really made me. What really kept me going and kept me pushing. Like all I kept thinking about was my sons, my 2 kids. And so I just...
And he wanted the hell out of there, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah,
he was ready to go.
They wouldn't let me eat unless they did some there was some tests where they have to make me drink some liquid, and the liquid is to see if it'll stay in my throat without it coming out of the bullet wound. And I did that. I ate pudding, I ate some crackers, I ate all that other stuff that they wanted me to eat, granola bars and graham crackers or whatnot, and I passed all my tests or whatever, so I got to go home. And yeah, I wanted out of there. They would not let me eat. They would not let me eat until I did those tests.
And luckily, you think you get hit in the neck, it's going to hit something, man. That bullet went through and through. It didn't hit anything. It might have clipped like the esophagus or whatever it is because you were having a little bit of trouble swallowing.
Yeah, I was talking like this for the longest time.
And what the caliber was a 38, right?
It was a 380 bullet.
380?
I got shot with the 380, yeah.
So if it had been a 9 or any kind of other round, it would have been a wrap.
It was a 380 full metal jacket. Thank God it wasn't hollow points, because if it was a hollow point, that hollow point would have expanded in my neck, and it would have ended badly.
It would have been over. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
So the point to all this is, obviously we're here, we're thankful. We're going to have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving to everyone, you know what I mean?
For sure. We will we'll talk a little bit more in some upcoming videos about when you got out. So on our last video we talked a little bit about county. When you got out of county, or leading up, so how long you were in there for? How long? I forget.
I was in LBJ for like 2 months, and I was out for about a year maybe, and then that's when I had gotten shot. Out for like a year, maybe a year and some months or some change or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I was out for a little bit.
So what would you tell the viewers, anybody that's facing any kind of time or out there running the streets or whatever, what would be your advice to them if they're facing some time, how to go handle county at least?
If you're facing some time and you're looking at county time, or you're looking at prison time or whatever, and you're just you let's say you're on bond or whatever, and you're out and you're watching this video or whatever, look, just go in, not going hoping for the worst, ready for the worst, but expect the best, because county is a lot more chill than what people may think. Yeah, it gets rowdy in county, don't get me wrong, but if you're cool, then people will be cool with you. And don't get me wrong, you're gonna fight in county. You're gonna fight. It's
politics,
mandatory. Politics or not politics, you're just gonna fight.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. I mean,
is there some dope in county?
There's a lot of dope in county, actually. Well, a lot of dope in LBJ where I was. There's a lot of dope. Well, because I was locked up with max custody inmates. Yep. They had me on the very top floor at LBJ with all the crazies. Not all the crazies meaning SMI. All the crazies meaning all the crazy assaults and crazy killers and whatever.
Bad charges.
Yeah, crazy charges. And yeah, whether you're involved in the politics, or whether it's somebody just trying to see who you are and test you, you're gonna fight.
When he says SMI, that means serious mental illness.
Yeah, seriously mentally ill.
So we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll probably be bringing you another banger within the next probably couple weeks. I don't know yet.
We got some upcoming stuff. So
we got some content.
It'll be a minute.
Comment down below. Let me know what you want to hear, or if you got any suggestions. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. He's got a channel too.
I'll wait till a couple videos to shout my channel out. I work on a lot of firearms, so I got some firearm disassemblies. I know how to rap, so I got some rapping videos. I'm a heavy medical marijuana user, so I got some cool bong videos and stuff. So
we'll bring his channel to you when he's ready.
But I got some other content.
All right, thank you all for again, Goon Squad. Thank you for rocking with me. Make sure we keep them comments positive. I know we'll hit negativity, as I said. But have a great Thanksgiving. Peace.